Hi guys, Midwest Outdoorsman here with a review for a bag. I use bags a lot for hunting, going on deer drives and that kind of thing. But one big problem I always have is, with a traditional backpack, um, when you're walking, or doing a drive uh, with a gun or a bow, whatever, your shoulder, especially, where you pull up and put the butt of the rifle against your shoulder, you got that big pad there, and it really makes it hard to shoot accurately, especially quickly, when you have a big piece of foam or buckles or whatever it is up on your shoulder. And so I've been looking at different packs, and I've used different packs to try to eliminate that have a single strap. And this one is pretty good. And I wanted to show you, what it is and kind of how I'm using it, and some of the little modifications I did to it. Now this is the 511 Moab 10 is what it's called, and I have it empty right now. I took all my stuff out of it just so I can kind of show the compartments and stuff. So let's take a look at some of the compartments quick here. So, there's a lot of great reviews on these kind of bags, so I'm not going to go into super detail of the bag itself, but I just kind of wanted to say the philosophy that I'm using it for and how it works. Here's your admin pouch. Got your pockets right here. One thing I wish bag makers would do is put zippers on everything, or some kind of Velcro closure on everything, so that no matter what it is, in whatever pocket you have, it'll stay secure. These don't have it, but like right here, see how the zippered pocket? It's an actual pocket. Yep, it has a zipper, so whatever's in there is going to stay in there, not going to rattle around. I wish that was on every single pocket in the entire bag. Still searching for a bag that has that. 511 is pretty good, for the most part. Versus some other ones, but just kind of a nitpicky thing for me personally. You got a pouch here, another pouch here, some smaller pouches, credit cards or wallet, or some markers, pens, that kind of thing. You can put whatever you want in there, flashlights and stuff. And that's that one pouch. Then you got your main compartment here, and you have compression straps on either side, and you can leave the compression straps on and still get it open. You don't have to completely take them off. If you want to, you can too, I guess. And also, one thing I like about this versus some of the other single or smaller bags or gear slingers is that it has an overflow. So right here, you look down there, it's stuffed like a shed layer. It's big enough you could fit a jacket or something in there. You stuff it in tight, and it'll Velcro shut if you want, which I like. So you have a overflow there, and then you look at the main compartment here. This is one side of it, and this is one thing I like about 511. This bag is made to be, you can sling it around, so you don't actually have to take it off. And you got all these mesh openings here for your pockets, so you can kind of see what's in there. You got from either side, you can get at these, and they got little Velcro pull tabs, so whatever's in there is gonna, stay in there and stay secure, which is great. And you got these zipper pockets for whatever's behind it, and that's pretty spacious. And you can open that from either side, but you'd probably want to, keep one closed, obviously, because it does go all the way through. So you keep one closed. Or if you have this jam packed with stuff and you want to get something that's over here, it's kind of nice to have the double zippers. And I like these open mesh pockets here for stuff you get at more regularly. Works good. And then over here you got your big main compartment. You do have a draw cord on here, so if you put stuff in here you can kind of cinch it down, which is nice. But otherwise it's just a big open compartment on this side, and then you got your organizational stuff on this side. It's got a great handle, carry handle, reinforced, works well. You got a small fleece line pocket here for sunglasses, MP3 player, that sort of thing. You got a pocket up here. I don't know if they call it a cell phone pocket or not, up on the strap itself, but when you put the pack on, it rides way too high to quickly access it, I think, for a phone. So I think it's more for other things. But inside the pocket there is a little bit of webbing there that's really stretchy, but it's also going to hold anything in there in place, which is great. Nice thick pocket here, or not pocket, pad, sorry, for your sling, especially when you're going to be carrying, this as a one sling pack, because it is a one sling pack, you're going to want that padding. You don't want something too thin or whatever, because I have had experience, especially with the maxpedition, the Kodiak gearslinger, which is maxpedition makes great stuff. It's actually lighter weight than 511, and I think it's treated with DuPont stuff to make it more waterproof. I actually like that about it better than the 511. But the Kodiak I found is too big for the type of bag that it is. It's a gearslinger, so you only have one strap, but you do have a support strap on the Kodiak, which I actually like better than just the old single strap version of this. That has a strap that starts here and it comes up and then it connects here on the maxpedition series bags, which I think is a better idea. You can always add that. I'm going to actually probably add it to this too, maybe sometime, with just nylon webbing and buckles. You can make your own, but it's kind of a pain to have to do that. But what I did with this bag is I took a padded waist belt off of one of my other big packs that I have. I took it off of a Camelback BFM 500, I believe, and this is open in here because there's buckles on here for either side. So this is ambidextrous, so you can use it for right or left-handed carry. And so what I did is I just pushed that in there and fed the web belt through, so that you got that support. Because what I found is, like with the maxpedition Kodiak gearslinger, it's not a humongous bag, but for being a gearslinger, it's big enough. You can really load it up with stuff. And doing miles and miles and miles of walking, I really found that one strap just is not very good. It really digs into you if you got it loaded down with stuff, and it's really uncomfortable after a while. Even though the quality of the bag was great, I found that bag, for the type of bag it is, was too big. So if you're going to go with a gearslinger type series, if not like this 511, which is a good bag, or like a maxpedition, I would definitely go with a smaller bag. Something like their Sitka, or they have another one that's even smaller, not even really a bag, like as far as a backpack. It's more of a satchel, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's I think it's called starts with an R. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a lot smaller. Something like that. That's smaller. That's not going to put so much stress on your shoulder. Now, if you're only going to use this in an urban setting, where you're only going to be walking from class or something like that in school, or not very far, then you can go bigger and it wouldn't probably make a big difference. But for me, I'm going to use these for hours and hours and hours, sometimes days at a time, and it really wears on you if you only have one strap and no other support. So that's why I got this idea to take this lumbar support, and this waist belt, stick it in here, and it works great. You got a nice thick belt pad in here, and you got the one pad, so it works together to take the weight off of your one shoulder, that one spot. And especially this bag is a little bit smaller than that Kodiak, so you really got the best of both worlds, I think, because then you're open shoulder for your bow or your gun or whatever. Plus you got the support you need, and then you're more comfortable. So that's just something that I did to modify it to make it work for me. Also, another pouch I didn't show. This is hydration pouch compatible. Behind here has opening for hydration pouch. It doesn't take a full big Camelback. I think it takes a little bit smaller. I can't remember if it's 1.5 liter or whatever. But it has some nice rubber stops on here to keep it from sliding on your back, which is really great. I like that. So those are just some modifications and a little quick look at the 511 Moab 10, and it'd be a great pack for hunting and doing deer drives or whatever you want to use it for. But like I said, I would recommend putting a waist belt or getting like a padded pistol belt and adding that. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you're thinking about kind of doing it and what you're going to use it for, especially a gearslinger, I would make sure to go a little smaller and make sure it has some kind of support, or you can add it. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Any opinions or whatever, I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching.